In August of this year, Lexus is officially pulling the plug on one of the greatest luxury cars ever created. The stunning Lexus LC500 is dead. Most automotive experts tell you to buy a German Grand Tourer if you want status. They're wrong. They're selling you a lease, while this, the Lexus LC500, is an investment in the death of the internal combustion engine. When the final LC leaves the Motomachi assembly line this summer, it takes the legendary, naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V8 engine down with it. No turbochargers, no hybrid batteries, no synthetic speaker noises. Just pure, over-engineered Japanese mechanical permanence. This isn't just another discontinued sports car. This is an escape hatch from a modern automotive industry that has gone completely clinical and plastic. Therefore, collectors are quietly snapping up the final production years before they disappear forever. But before you drop six figures on this piece of art, there is one massive flaw that Lexus refuses to fix, and if you ignore it, you'll absolutely hate living with this car. To understand why this car is built like a tank, we have to go back to 2012. Lexus unveiled a radical concept called the LFLC. It was never meant to be built. The body lines were too complex, the hood line was too low, and structural engineers claimed it was physically impossible to mass produce. But the global automotive press had a loud, persistent complaint. Lexus makes boring, clinical luxury cars. Toyota's CEO took that personally. He issued a strict executive mandate to his elite engineering teams. Build the concept car exactly as it looks, make it a mechanical flagship, and never make another boring car. It took 5 years of relentless development. They engineered a completely brand new rear-wheel drive luxury platform called the GAL just to make the proportions work.
They didn't build it on a standard assembly line. Production was handed over to the legendary Motomachi plant, the exact same facility and high-precision Takumi master craftsmen that hand-assembled the iconic $375,000 Lexus LFA V10 supercar. Every square inch of this machine is treated like a rolling canvas. Take the optional structural blue paint, for example. It contains absolutely zero blue pigment. Instead, Lexus spent 8 years developing a multi-layer structure that mimics the microscopic scales on the wings of a morpho butterfly. It reflects 100% of incoming light as a brilliant deep blue. The process is so tedious, the factory could only produce enough paint for 2 cars a day. But while the body belongs in an art museum, the real masterpiece is hidden underneath the aluminum hood sheet metal, and it features a brilliant engineering secret that will never happen again. This is the 2UR GSE, a naturally aspirated, direct-injected 5.0-liter V8, pushing 471 horsepower all the way up to a screaming 7,100 RPM redline. In a world completely dominated by small, highly stressed turbocharged engines, this motor feels like ancient wizardry. When you buy a modern European competitor, you are stepping into a complex electronic trap. Those twin-turbo systems create immense engine bay heat, degrading fragile plastic lines, electronic sensors, and complex oil seals the moment the factory warranty expires.
The Lexus V8 rejects all of that. It relies on raw, linear, atmospheric induction. No turbo lag, no delayed throttle response, just immediate, old-school mechanical power. And it sounds organic, because it is. Lexus didn't want synthetic, fake engine noise pumped through the audio speakers, so they partnered with Yamaha's musical instrument division. Yamaha engineers built special acoustic resonance chambers inside the dashboard that capture the raw pressure waves of the intake manifold, tuning them into a high-fidelity mechanical scream that enters the cabin naturally. It's the difference between listening to a live orchestra or a compressed MP3 file. But don't let the beauty fool you. If you read the real-world owner forums, this car hides a dark side. If you browse owner forums like Club Lexus or Reddit, you'll find that long-term owners are deeply passionate, but they are also deeply honest about the car's hidden flaws. The first major warning involves the gorgeous, flush-fitting motorized door handles. Because they sit flush with the body, rainwater and high-pressure water from car washes can collect directly over the internal electronic actuators. Over time, they rust out and seize up entirely.
Owners across the forums issue a strict warning. Never take this car through an automated car wash, and tape over the handles if you're hand washing. Second, the packaging is highly compromised. The trunk is comically small, barely large enough for a single set of golf clubs. And those rear seats? They are completely useless for human beings. They function strictly as a beautifully upholstered, leather-lined luggage shelf.
But the absolute biggest flaw, the one that makes buyers hesitant, is the infamous trackpad infotainment system found on 2018 to 2023 models. It is widely considered one of the most frustrating user interfaces ever designed for a car. It's distracting, clunky, and almost impossible to operate smoothly while driving. If you want to avoid this entirely, you have to pay the premium for a 2024, 2025, or final 2026 model year, where Lexus completely ripped out the trackpad and replaced it with a brilliant, driver-focused touchscreen. Yet despite these daily inconveniences, owners don't care. On Edmunds and Cars.com, long-term reviews highlight what they call the Aston Martin effect. Owners report being constantly stopped at gas stations by people assuming this is a $250,000 British exotic, completely shocked to see a Lexus badge on the nose. It's a supermodel you can actually live with every day. On the highway, the V8 effortlessly switches combustion cycles to achieve an impressive 30 miles per gallon. It is built so well that you will break down long before the mechanicals ever do. This brings us to the ultimate reason why wealthy collectors are quietly hoarding this car: financial protection. Standard six-figure luxury Grand Tours are legendary for losing their value at a terrifying rate. Look at the objective financial metrics. A BMW 8 Series or a Mercedes-AMG SL plummets by over 50% in its first 60 months, effectively vaporizing $50,000 to $70,000 of your capital in pure depreciation. Why? Because secondhand buyers are absolutely terrified of the catastrophic out-of-warranty repair costs on complex European electronics. The Lexus LC500 defies the entire luxury market trap. It retains roughly 70% of its original MSRP after 5 years. Because it carries bulletproof Toyota engineering under the hood, secondhand buyers will confidently buy them with 50,000 miles on the odometer. And now that Lexus has officially confirmed production drops dead this summer, the scarcity index is kicking in. The final 2026 models, especially the highly limited Inspiration series, are instantly entering the collector market as blue-chip assets. You can drive this V8 masterpiece for years, put thousands of miles on the clock, and potentially sell it for exactly what you paid for it.
The automotive world is shifting rapidly. Everything is moving towards silent electric motors, overcomplicated hybrid assistance, and fragile turbochargers. The era of the naturally aspirated, overbuilt Japanese V8 is officially over. If you want a clinical track weapon to shave tenths of a second off a lap time, buy a Porsche 911. But if you want a physical piece of automotive art, a car that turns heads like an exotic, sounds like a classic Le Mans racer, and offers the legendary reliability of a Toyota, the Lexus LC500 stands alone. It isn't just an incredible luxury Grand Tour. It is the final masterpiece of a golden era.